Okay, we got some good news from Dave's RV life there. Jacksonville, Florida. The other day his transmission conked out and he had to get his vehicle towed in to a shop. He had to find a shop. He had to find a tow company. He realized that his insurance kind of dropped the ball on him and didn't take his payment out for December, so he didn't have the insurance coverage for the tow, etc., etc. Anyway, he manages to find this place in Jacksonville. You can look at shifters, and amazingly, hey, in a day they get it all fixed. New torque converter, and they show him exactly what's wrong with the transmission, etc., etc. And then you guys came in and helped him out with his PayPal, whatever, and helped pay for. He paid for the tow and then some. So he's a very grateful guy, and he's going to be getting back on the road sooner than he thought. So everything worked out for Dave. And hey, we saw Wandering Jimmy with his transmission. Took him weeks and weeks and weeks to get it fixed. Same thing with Adventure Van Man Brian. These shops are busy, and sometimes, it takes the better part of a month to get your transmission fixed. With Dave, barely a day. Wow. We got Deborah Dickinson hanging out with her friends there in beautiful Arizona, so that's nice. There's that Frugal RV gal, the Dan Van, Shalom on the Road, Shalom on the Roam, Just Babs and C-Dub's Journey. There they all are. That's cool. We got a Traveling Robert there, checking out the RV Super Show there, big live stream there. And I think that mask, you gotta pull it up a little. I don't know. Is that how they wear them in France? Maybe that's how they wear them in France. I don't know. Anyway, it is funny to see him doing his live stream, and then he bumps into other people that are doing live streams too. It's like every third person's doing a live stream from the RV Super Show there in Tampa. Got a glorious new look from Unstoppable Morgan here. Jeez. Getting ready to leave the New York apartment. I don't think it's New York City. It's like, I think she's been staying with a friend over in Western New York, right? I don't know. She's getting ready, I think, trading in her fancy life at this fancy apartment for life in the Bronco once again, right? Yeah, I'd like to see her go into a truck stop like that. She'd get quite a few looks, don't you think? Letters. Pole Barn Builder says he's still waiting, or he or she is still waiting for my Camo Dave card in the mail. The suspense is killing me. I've also sent out a whole pile of Christmas cards with me and Crotchy. I don't know. There's the card. A whole bunch of people got those, but a whole bunch of people that I mailed them to still haven't gotten them yet. So they were mailed out before Christmas. So I think we're still having some delays in the mail. Give it another couple weeks. If you requested a Camo Dave News Army card and still haven't gotten it, say by Inauguration Day, the 20th, then let me know and I'll send another one. But I would give it another week or two because the mail is, yes, very slow. Monty Hanks says as far as Liz's bus goes and it being put on hold is her own making. Did you see what she was demanding from Jamie? A conversion bus builder would want $100,000 to build it. Yeah, Jamie did say that Liz made some recommendations of what she wanted in the build out after he had offered to build it for her. But I just say, he did make an on-screen promise to Liz to build out a van for her. But that didn't actually contain all of that extra stuff she allegedly wanted. So what he needs to do, in my opinion, is as Lawyer Dave, Camo Dave LLC, he needs to just deliver her what he promised in that original video and be done with it. Or give her a check for the GoFundMe money that he raised for that. Either way, that's what he needs to do. But, and then, if she's not happy with the bus, then take it from there. But at least he fulfilled his online promise to her way back in November of 2019. East Coast GS wonders if the Doxinator has checked out the Soap Girls from the UK. 2 singers. Doxinator, I order you. Check out the Soap Girls and let me know what you think. Right, there's the Soap Girls. I don't know. I don't know. I would be interested to think what Doxinator thinks. I was asking if there are Five Guys up in Canada, because we saw, who was that? I think it was Farsty Farce video. We saw Five Guys in the background. No Name says there's a Five Guys on every corner. Terrible, terrible burgers. Rather go to Burger Priest. I eat it. I don't know. I don't know if the Five Guys in Canada are any different than the Five Guys in the States, but I think they make a pretty good burger, okay? For a fast foodie type place, an excellent burger. It is gooey. You might want to have a fork or a spoon with you to eat it, you know, rather than holding it in your hands, but it's a pretty damn good burger. Mark from Arizona says, Camper Van Kenny hardly ever spent a night in his fully equipped shed. The rooftop tent maybe a few nights. Remember he had that rooftop tent on top of the one vehicle? All the money down the drain for all that stuff. I did not know how he got in that rooftop tent. You know, he's a pretty big guy, and he said he's had some back issues for many years. And then he was in that, then he had that relatively small camper van, and that was small too, and he had a bed in the back of that. And I'm like, how does he even get in that? And I'd like to see him actually get in that. You know, I didn't believe that he ever actually could get in that. He's a big guy, and he's got back issues, you know? Terry Ballard says, this morning where I was camped in Arizona, it was 20 degrees. The valve on the toilet split and flooded my floor. Had to buy a new toilet for $265. Should I do a live stream and have strangers send me money? Oh, wait, I don't have a YouTube channel. I guess I have to pay for it myself. That's right. Well, you know, Terry, you could start a GoFundMe and put the link to the GoFundMe in one of your future comments. I'll allow that. You want to help Terry Ballard out? Or you have a PayPal. Set up a PayPal, and buy Terry a new toilet. R.S. Rod Sturgis writes, so was that from the big box of chips I sent you, Dave? Yeah, I didn't check my beard today. Yeah, it's good. I look pretty good, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I was eating pretzels the other day, and that was definitely from the big box of chips, pretzels, and popcorn that RS sent me for Christmas. Thank you, Mr. Sturgis. The Doxinator writes, a new makeup mirror so Camo Dave can look so pretty. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Camo Dave. Mobile Man Cave says, Dave, with all the Nomad transmission issues, maybe you can consider a transmission breakdown list. Could be interesting. I should put up like a whole list of, just videos I've done in the past year with transmission breakdowns. That'd be a lot of videos, believe me. Cutlass Rudd says the transmissions for many of these Nomads go out because they add all this extra weight that their vans and vehicles were never designed for. You can beef up a transmission for a fraction of what a new one costs, but none of them ever do. Adding a larger transmission cooler for $50 can be done with normal hand tools, and it's under an hour to install, for example. That's a very good point. We do see, again, these RVs and stuff, camper vans were made for like occasional use, They weren't meant to be lived in full-time 24/7, 365. And a lot of these Nomads, they live in these things. They have lots of furniture and stuff in their vehicles, and that weight, and then driving those vehicles on mountain roads and on, logging roads and stuff puts a lot of stress on the transmission. So yeah, it's a good point. Maybe Bob, Cheap RV Living Bob, should do a video on that, beefing up your transmission. All right, everybody, that ought to do it for our afternoon show for the 13th of January, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Chat with you later. Vlog under.